Hi there, that's right. It's Nick Dutch back on the camera again for another delightful tarot reading. Now let's see what we've got in store today. I'm doing my shuffling right now as is traditional, and we'll see what the reading says today. Now we've got an inquirer called 1978 Sunflower, or at least that's their YouTube channel. Mustn't confuse a person's birth name with their YouTube channel now, must we? And 1978 Sunflower is inquiring about a relationship connection that she's got with somebody else. Okay, so we want to see what's happening. Okay, it is a connection, it's like a friendship, there's basically a bit more, and there's a feeling there might be some potential for further growth and progression. Let's see what the cards are saying. Obviously it's not just a pure card reading, I do get other impressions from other sources, so we'll apply that to the full meaning and see what kind of message we can get today. Here we go. Alright, now I've got the spread laid out in front of me. We'll just have a quick look at the cards and I'll explain them bit by bit. Here. Okay, well here's today's reading. That's the future part of the reading. Here's the here and now. That's the signs on your side, and that's the other person's signs, okay? And that's the all-important energies between you, the thing which defines the relationship. Now, we'll start with the reading here, because this card, sometimes labelled the Eon, as you can see, or the Era, is speaking about the sense of connectivity that you've got. I always associate this with a very spiritual sense of connection, almost as if you can feel the connection with the other person when they're not around. There's a sense of it being matters of the heart, a certain sense of love. Often spiritual things and the energy of love are regarded as being similar or possibly of the same energy as well, okay? So the message within this reading is really rather interesting, rather intriguing. It's speaking about something already being there. But what is it, and why is this symbol reversed? Well, it's reversed because this is still a friendship connection, although it's a strong friendship connection, but with potential. There is a sense it hasn't actually fully flourished to what it could be in the future. So the message within this particular sign here is that of potential and good portents for the future. Now on your side of things, it's all a bit confused, and I feel that sometimes you do get conflicting or confusing messages from the other person. And that's one of the reasons why we got signs for failure or something dark or something full of foreboding associated with this, real concern for the future, concern about the future maybe. But also the moon sign, which is talking about something romantic. Again, the moon sign is reversed in this particular case, just as the signs for the Era were reversed. But that's again not a bad thing. I feel that you're not getting all that much in the way of hard and fast evidence about the potential progress at the moment, but that progress is still going to occur. Now on their side of the reading, very strong sense of willpower and determination, and sometimes that can act towards you and sometimes act against you, but on the other hand, with a bit of tolerance, a bit of understanding and a bit of compassion, you can use that as a driving force to help you to try and make the relationship itself work out quite good in the long term. Good sense of strength of character and purpose, but there's a sense of not quite connecting. The energies and colours here are very different to the energies and colours here. And the Emperor card, which speaks of not only reiterating this sense of strong willpower, determination and communication, which I feel will be coming to you in a very positive way quite soon. It's also speaking about not quite connecting, alright? So there's a few little areas, a few little understandings you need to build up upon in order for this to become a better quality relationship. And that explains basically why the signs in the forces between you are reversed. Yes, you've got potential, yes, there's good portents for the future, but you're not there yet, okay? Now the progression short term, mid term and long term, yes, we do have some cup signs, okay, so that's obviously talking about love, as it often does. But the progression here is a little higgledy-piggledy, okay? I often say things like a bit of a winding road, and in this particular case, it's no different. You're not going to see that much progression in your short term future, because those signs are still a bit difficult, still a bit hard, and a sense of something getting in the way, okay? There you go, sometimes labelled as interference, that sign there, the Eight of Swords. And there's more sword signs coming, suggesting two things. One is communication, and the other is a touch of conflict. This is a relationship, it's going to turn into a real relationship, but there's so many, lots of little stages to go through in the meantime. And it might be hard, and it might be difficult, but I still feel you've got potential, okay? The potential that was explained here, I feel is going to happen. Probably a bit of a passionate connection, maybe a few difficulties on the way, but it's still a connection. Now, the future part of the reading, in any reading, is just potential, it's not actual. So it's still talking about the way that things could work out in the long term, rather than necessarily the way that they will. Do apply your free will. I often use the phrase communication and shared experiences are important, okay? And in this particular case, that's definite. Because there is a sense of some disagreement or different perspective. There is a sense of some doubts on your side of things. But there is also this sense of potential. Alright? So from the here and now, it's actually looking slightly better than it might appear to in the longer term, because you've got opportunities here and here, short term and mid term, which could possibly affect the ability of the relationship entity to grow and flourish. So make sure you do work on time together. I do feel you've got potential. I do feel that this rather dark and rather slow moving Seven of Cups sign could in fact be turned into something much more bright and sunny with the passage of time. Well, there you go. Bit of an interesting story there, okay? I think that reading has explained or expressed itself quite clearly, okay? The signs of potential, definitely there. The signs of connectivity, definitely there. Sense of progress, yes. But going through lots of little stages to try and get to the final goal. Be patient but perseverance, okay? That's another one of my key little phrases, but also very important ones. Because you can be patient and yet do nothing and not get anywhere. Or you can be perseverant but not patient and want results like by this time tomorrow. And both of those can actually have their own negative components, and you don't necessarily want to have too much in the way of negativities. You've got a few challenges coming. That was basically explained by the future part of the reading that we saw there, especially short-term and mid-term future signs. But that sense of connectivity, that sense of a feeling of some agreement but not quite there yet, was definitely present there. So I do see this in a very good, very strong, very positive light. Take your time. Do make mistakes if you have to. Try your hardest not to. But when you do make mistakes, try and work through the process of forgiveness going both ways and get the progress and stability that way. Okay? Alright. God bless.